Sip Rajendra ji, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Chotwani, Sip Karan, Sip Yogini, Sip Deepa, welcome back, Sip Bliss, Sip Girish, Sip Kaumudi, Sip Tina, Sip Pankaj, Sip Sagai, Sip Sudeep, Sip Vanita, Sip Rekha, Sip Rumata ji, Sip Bliko, Shair, Sip Rajesh, Sip Atmatrai, Sip Sukeshini, and some new members, and the rest of you whom I cannot see, but I heartily welcome you to this call. New location, and so few seconds delay in coming to the new location and starting, but today we are on the interesting subject. The subject is 8 stages of spiritual awakening. What are the 8 stages? Give me that. The 8 stages of spiritual awakening. What are these 8 stages? So we have a 30-minute talk today, and I'm just trying to get Instagram started. I hope you will give me a moment if you don't mind. Sorry. This goes live on Instagram, and when it doesn't happen on Instagram, then people who are waiting on Instagram, they are unfortunately waiting, and it doesn't work. Thank you for your patience. So the 8 stages of spiritual awakening that we are starting today are very important stages of our life. And before I start talking to you on the 8 stages, yesterday we spoke of something very important. Did we not speak? What is everybody in this world seeking? When I'm talking to people on what you want in life, and I'm talking to them on enlightenment, they are blinking. They are blinking. How many of you knew what enlightenment was before coming on this call? How many of you knew the exact meaning of it? I myself did not know. I myself did not know what is this spiritual awakening all about. And it is very difficult to get to the state of spiritual awakening. It is not easy, my dear friends. If you think it is easy to come to these terms, but when I ask people what you want, I told you yesterday in the call, everybody wants to be happy. But people don't know that it is enlightenment or spiritual awakening that creates happiness. Without spiritual awakening, you cannot reach that state of eternal bliss. You cannot. You can have pleasure, you can have maza, but then there will be saza. There will be pleasure, and then there will be pain. It will go on again and again. So, my dear friends, what are the 8 stages? Today, we are getting straight on to the subject. What are the 8 stages of spiritual awakening? The first stage, right? You all know about the magic of enlightenment, but that first stage to get there is the M of the magic. It is mumukshu. The first stage is mumukshu or yearning. It is this deep yearning. Most of us, what are we yearning for? Huh? Most of us, we are yearning for pleasure. We are yearning for success. Most of us are yearning for these ordinary things of life. We want the very, very basic ordinary things in this world. How many of us are yearning for God? How many of us are yearning for liberation? How many of us want to find the true purpose of life? How many of us are yearning for self-realization? I must tell you, very few people in this world, very, very few people in this world are mumukshus. And mumukshu is a very deep subject. I don't know how many of you have understood the meaning of mumukshu, because mumukshutva is a very, very unusual emotion, is a very, very unusual state of being. Having mumukshutva or being a mumukshu, it's not easy. And for me itself to reach that state of a mumukshu, that took me a lot of time. When my guru first told me in 2012, you must have yearning, I was laughing. What is this yearning he's talking about? Then he used to tell me, he mentioned this to me 100 times. He called it the triple yearning. the yearning that a miser has for gold, the yearning that a lover has for beloved, the yearning a child has for its mother. You must have a triple yearning, my dear friends. And so this triple yearning is what will make us a mumukshu. What what do I tell in my mumukshu? In my prayer, I used to always pray this. I don't know how many of whether Girish and Shair have memorized these words. And these are my favorite words. These words are my favorite words. What are they? The words are, मेरे दिल में प्रभु ऐसा करो, बस जाओ ऐसे जगह ना छोड़ो, ढूंढूं दिल में बस तू ही तू देखूं, कोई और हो ये तमन्ना ना हो, मेरे दिल में तू हो और कुछ नहीं हो, सांस सांस में प्रभु तू ही बस तू ही हो, ऐसा होता तो जीवन सफल हो. How many of you say it? How many of you say this? जो भी करूं प्रभु मैं ये चाहूं, तेरा साथ हो हर पल मैं ये चाहूं, एक पल भी मैं न हूं अकेला, ये चाहूं और कुछ ना चाहूं. This is the state of a mumukshu who has the deep yearning. My dear friends, we are yearning for the illusory things of life. We are yearning for pleasures which are not permanent. We are yearning for people who we will leave. We are yearning for possessions, pleasures, people. No, these are not of any use, my dear friends. The only thing that is useful, that is useful is our relationship with the divine. Therefore, the first step is mumukshu and the second step is jigyasu. The first step is yearning and the second step is seeking. There is yearning and seeking, mumukshu and jigyasu. How many people are seeking the truth? How many people want to find out answers? How many of us are trying to overcome ignorance? Huh? Who am I? Why am I here? Who is God? Where is God? What is God? What happens after death? What happens to the soul? How many people are asking questions? Very few. Very few. People are asking, which is the new movie coming in the theater? What is the new mall that is opening? What is the new biryani? Or what is the new tandoori that's going to be available? Yeah, we are asking for very ordinary things. But the jigyasu has evolved to the higher state of seeking. The higher state, not the lower state. I always like to give the example of Raja Janak. Raja Janak was a king, supposed to be the father of Sita, Ram's wife Sita. But then one day when he woke up from a deep sleep, he asked the question, Ye sach ya wo sach? Is it that the king was having a dream of a beggar? Or is it the beggar who is dreaming that he is the king? And then Ashtavakra, the sage Ashtavakra came and told him, Hey Rajan, hey king, oh my lord, you are not the king who is dreaming of a beggar. You are not a beggar who is dreaming of the king. You are the Atma. And then the king, Raja Janak, he was an enlightened being. He was a mumukshu. He was a jigyasu. And then he became a jivan mukta. He became a liberated soul. So, my dear friends, in this journey of spiritual awakening, of enlightenment, of becoming, an enlightened soul, you have to move from mumukshu to jigyasu, jigyasu to jnani. What's jnani? It is learning. One is yearning, second is seeking, third is learning. You accumulate a lot of wisdom. Not wisdom, which is not academic wisdom. Academic wisdom you can put in the dustbin. People who are MA, BA, LLB, whatever you call it, right? What is the use of all that education? That education is of no use. That education will give you a profession. And that profession will give you an occupation. And then what? What happens after that? One day you die and you come back. And again you start. You go to school and you go to college and you go back again and again. You have to grow from mumukshu to jigyasu, jigyasu to jnani. And you have to collect not just knowledge from a college, but wisdom. You need a jnani, always has the help of a guru, one who takes him from guru to ru. Without this stage, without stage 3 of a jnani, awakening is very difficult. Because instead of you having wisdom, you will be full of ignorance. And you think, I know everything. Oh, sab malum, sab malum. We think we are masters, but we are masters of ignorance. We are not masters of wisdom. We are masters of ignorance because we have learned from the wrong source. My dear friends, the mumukshu becomes a jigyasu, becomes a jnani, and then he becomes a yogi. So I think many of you have gone through this. One day in Zoom, we got this, but we said we'll do a full session on it. We have to be thorough. And how each stage, today if you have a doubt, ask me, how do you go from stage to stage? How do you become a mumukshu, then a jigyasu, then a jnani? And then how do you reach the state of a yogi? The yogi is in constant union, one who lives in yoga, who does not sink in bhoga, one who has overcome ignorance. After yearning and seeking and learning, you reach that state of divine union. The yogi moves from one state of yoga to another state of yoga. But how do you live in this yoga? How do you move from dhyana yoga to bhakti yoga, karma yoga to jnana yoga and prema yoga? How do you do it? Like a SIM card. How does a SIM card connect from one tower to another tower? You know, when you're driving, very often, the SIM card is getting connected from one tower to another tower. You know, it's not that your SIM card is connected to the whole country with one tower. No. Even when you're moving from one locality to another, how many of you have had the experience in a hotel? In a hotel, you are going from one room to another room, you're going from one floor to another floor, and sometimes your Wi-Fi connection gets cut. Because from yoga, you have dropped into bhoga. My dear friends, when will we realize? When will we realize, point one, that spiritual awakening is the most important awakening, nothing else. Two, when will we realize there are 8 stages? And if we want true happiness, if we want eternal peace and bliss, peace is the foundation. If you really want to be happy, if you really want to live a purposeful life, if you really want to make the best of your life, then you need to pass through these 8 stages. You need to be a yogi. You need to move from one, like I told you, this SIM card has to connect from one tower to another tower without losing connection. That is very important. If you are losing connection as you're going, then the call gets cut. Nah? The call gets cut and then there's a big problem. So you like a good SIM card, a good yogi is not only a mumukshu, it's not only a jigyasu, it's not only a jnani, the good yogi. Not only he yearns, he seeks, he learns, he also connects. He's ever connected to the divine. You know, I find this very funny. Sometimes I lose connection. And the beauty is, in a moment I come to know I have lost connection. And the moment, sometimes don't I tell you, hello, sorry, hello, I lost connection with you. Hello, am I back? I often tell you this, especially when I'm in Kashmir. Huh? When I'm in Kashmir, next week again, I'm going to see tulips in Srinagar. When I go to see tulips in Srinagar, again, I'll be telling you, hello, can you hear me? Can you see? Yeah, because I have lost my yoga. And who is a true yogi? You know who's a true yogi? Bliss, you remember this, Bliss? Who's a true yogi? It is Prabhu ke jo yog mein hai rehta sada, samsar ke bhog mein wo na hai duba, आनंदा के सागर में जीता वो है, वो चिंता ना करता, प्रभु के योग में जीता है, आनंदा में योगी जीता है. Do you want to reach that state of ananda? Or do you want to suffer in bhoga? See, the beauty in bhoga is you think you're enjoying bhoga, when in reality the bhoga is enjoying you. You think you're having maza, but very soon the maza will become saza. This is the problem. This is the problem in material pleasures. And this is what people don't understand. So the fifth stage, from a mumukshu to a jigyasu to a jnani, jnani to a yogi. Then comes the fifth stage. It's called buddh. Buddh, 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 buddh. Buddh means awakened one. Huh? I always tell Dasi Budrani. I say, Dasi Budrani, you are buddh. Buddh means you are awakened, but you have to be free from bhoga. You have to be in yoga. You have to be a mumukshu. You have got to be a jigyasu. You've got to be a jnani. Otherwise, it won't work. Who is Buddha? Buddha is the awakened one, the enlightened one. You have reached the fifth state. And many people think this is it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished. Five fingers in the hand. Finished. I got a spark. I got a glow. I got the realization. I am on the fifth stage. I am Buddha. Buddha means enlightened. A Buddha has transformed. But a Buddha needs to complete his metamorphosis. My dear friends, there are the fifth stage of spiritual awakening. You grow from a mumukshu to jigyasu, jigyasu to jnani, jnani to yogi, yogi to Buddha. But it is not the end. You have to move forward. Because, sometimes a lot of people, they come and tell you, I am awakened. I'm an enlightened soul. No, the moment you say I am an enlightened soul means you are nothing. Never say, even if you are enlightened. In this call, if I ask you, you can tell me. But don't go and take a drum and beat a drum and say, I am enlightened, I am enlightened, I am a Swami, I am a son, I am a guru, I am a... No, all these things don't work. A real enlightened person glows. He doesn't show. You don't have to show. You just have to glow. Because an enlightened person automatically develops that glow. He doesn't need any show. So, my dear friends, what happens after the fifth stage? Huh? How many times have I told you this? Have I not told you this particular thing? Jiski aankhein khul jati, wo sach ka ehsaas karta hai, paroksh nahi wo hai karta, aparoksh anubhuti pata hai. दुनिया की समझ में बात ये ना आती है, ज्ञानी अनुभूति करता, प्रभु कन कन में है, हर शय में वो है, वही तो एक सत्य है, इसका कोई सबूत ना, ये अपरोक्ष अनुभूति है, सच को कोई ना जानता, ये अपरोक्ष अनुभूति है, इसका कोई सबूत ना, सच का एहसास होना है, प्रभु तो है हर जगह, वो हमें ना दिखते हैं, उनके बिन तो कुछ भी ना. When will you realize this? वो है तो हम सब हैं. You have to experience the divine in one and all. If you think, oh, Krishna, 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 and you think you're really devoted to Krishna, gone. Huh? Sometimes you're so madly in love. Oh, my mother, 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 my mother. Sorry. When you can see God everywhere, in everyone, then you go from Buddha to being a Sthit Pragya. One who has got a steady intellect, one whose realization is crystallized. You're not just a Buddha, you're awakened. You've transcended the mind and ego. You're living in consciousness. You discriminate with your intellect. You start to live as a sthit pragya. This is the sixth stage, my dear friends. When you are like a tortoise. Have you seen a tortoise? When the enemy attacks the tortoise quietly puts its heads out. When the enemy comes, it goes inside. It goes back into its shell. So a sthit pragya learns to withdraw from Maya, learns to withdraw from the Leela with the power of discrimination. My dear friends, when will we? Remember this, you cannot let's put this into your head. You can't get enlightenment after you are dead. You know, today somebody sent me one very famous man, Siddhant, I think Siddhant. He has a company called Study Glows. So he was reading the book. He's reading a book called Happiness is Success. And he sends me a quote from the book we have written. He says, all successful people can't be happy, but all happy people can be successful. He says, this is the best quote I've heard in my life. He says, what a beautiful quote. All successful people cannot be happy, but all happy people can be successful. My dear friends, when are we going to live like a mumukshu, jigyasu, jnani, yogi, buddha, sthit pragya, and then at level 7, you become a jivan mukta. A jivan mukta is free, liberated. We are prisoners. We are prisoners, my dear friends. We have created a cage behind bars of fences, farces, faces, and forces. We have created a prison of people, of possessions, of pleasures, of the myth. We have created our own prison. And after creating our own prison, we are like that person who's hanging from the tree and saying, bachao, 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 but he's clinging to the tree. You're clinging to the tree, you're attached, you're clinging and you're saying, save me, save me, save me. No, you have to let go. You have to let go and be detached. And you have to let go and be liberated. And you have to be free to become a Jivan Mukta. One who is free, a Jivan Mukta, is free from the triple suffering on earth and free from the cycle of rebirth. Such a person enjoys the bliss of truth consciousness. If you look at a person who is a Jivan Mukta, my dear friends, you will find a glow of peace on their face. You know, in these olden days, any Swami, any saint, they put an artificial halo on the head. Around the head, they'll put one sun like this. No, there is no artificial halo around a person. That peace and joy and bliss and ecstasy, that glow will show. Because such a person, a Jivan Mukta, has surrendered, has accepted. Such a Jivan Mukta does not let the devil kill his consciousness. He has no fear of death, no attachments. This is the 7th stage, my dear friends. A Jivan Mukta. A Jivan Mukta is one who lives in the world like a lotus. The lotus is in the water, but doesn't sink. The Jivan Mukta lives with people, but is liberated even in a crowd. Therefore, a Jivan Mukta does not sink in this samsara. But unfortunately, most of us are prisoners. And what happens? Somebody asked me, what is the problem? What's the problem of being attached to people and pleasures and possessions? I said, there's no problem, except that we become miserable, except that we don't attain the 8th stage of spiritual awakening. What is that 8th stage? It is living like that lotus. Huh? कमल का फूल जैसे, कमल का फूल जैसे झील में ना डूबता है, योगी भी माया में ना डूबता. योग में वो रहता है, मन ना भटकता है, सांस सांस में प्रभु को चाहता, ध्यान में जीता है, भक्ति में जीता है, योग में सदा वो जीता है, प्रभु से नाता ना तोड़ता है. You heard what it means? Bliss. सिप से नाता ना तोड़ता है, does not break the connection with sip. योग में हमेशा वो रहता है, योग में हमेशा वो जीता है, चंदा आसमां में प्रेरित. Have you looked at the moon in the sky? The moon is always devoted and dedicated and reflecting the sun. But are we always united? No, we are masters of convenience. We tell, okay, sip, so sip, now I'm free. Hello, sip, are you there? Knock, knock, sip. Then 2 days we forget sip. Then after 2 days, we say, sip, I was thinking of you for 2 days. But you? No, you were lost in samsara. You were lost in maya. You were lost in the leela. My dear friends, when you cross the level of a jivan mukta, when you go from mumukshu to jigyasu, from jnani to yogi, from buddha to sthit pragya, and to jivan mukta, then you reach the stage of a satchidananda atma. Who is a satchidananda atma? Satchidananda atma means a divine soul who lives in the bliss of truth consciousness. You know, people are searching for happiness. The richest people in this world, the richest people in this world. Today I met an actor today in the airport. I was meeting an actor. You know what he told me? He was talking of a very famous Bollywood actress and how she openly spoke about her depression. Openly, she used to say, I'm living in depression. I'm living in depression. And he said, you need to help people like this. I said, of course, anybody wants help there, but they should be willing to come forward. You don't need to be in depression. If you are a Satchidanand Atma, there will be no misery, my dear friends. Because when does the misery come? Because the mind. When there is no mind, there is no misery. M-I-N-D. Mind creates ignorance, creates negativity, creates desires. All these. Mind is miseries. Mind is miserable because it is ignorant, it is negative, and it is fully caught in desire. But if you are a Satchidanand Atma, you don't have to realize, you don't have to memorize, or you don't have to analyze, because you have realized. You become a divine instrument. You know, how many of you have experienced living as a divine instrument? Oh, it's so much ecstasy. There's so much bliss, there's so much joy. If you can live as the whip of sip, you become free from death, you become free from rebirth, and you are united with the divine. My dear friends, today's session is very important. It is very important because today's session will take you to that state of ultimate happiness, which every human being in this world wants. And the state of ultimate happiness is a state of spiritual awakening, a state of complete enlightenment. Then you become that Satchidanand Atma who is a Jivan Mukta. जीवन मुक्ता वो कौन है, मिथ्य से जो मुक्ति पाता, स्थित प्रज्ञा वो कौन है, सत्य के चित्त में जो है जीता, मिथ्या मिथ्या है ये सत्य नहीं है, इसका एहसास वो है करता, सत्य के चित्त में वो है रहता, आनंदा में वो जीता, सच्चिदानंद में वो जीता, सत्य के चित्त में जो रहता, आनंदा में रहता, सच्चिदानंदा हाल ये जो सच के एहसास से होता, आनंदा में रहता, जो सत्य का चित karta. How many of you, my friends, enjoy Ananda? Ananda means pure bliss without a trace of unhappiness. How many of you enjoy this awakening? This is not for everybody. This awakening needs the grace of the divine, which comes from mumukshu. It needs sincerity of purpose that comes from jigyasu. We have to cross through a jnani, a yogi, a buddha, a sthit pragya, jivan mukta. Then you become a Satchidananda Atma. But you have to start with mumukshutva. You have to start with mumukshutva, and then you will come to this state. So, my dear friends, we are closing today's session and we are going on to Ask AiR. You need to pass through 8 stages to be fully enlightened. Mumukshu, deep yearning, jigyasu, seeking, jnani, learning and help of a guru, yogi, who's living in constant connection, and then you've got to become a Buddha, awakening, and a Sthit Pragya, living with steady intellect, and Jivan Mukta, who is freeing oneself from Maya and Leela and suffering, and Satchidananda Atma, living as a divine soul in the bliss of truth consciousness. I hope that you all will cross these stages, and I hope you ask me today questions. Where are you? And every week I try to bring some topic to help you. Next week's topic is A to Z of karma. I'm writing the 2nd edition. I've started writing the 2nd edition of this lovely book. This book is one of our best-selling books. We have sold, there are lakhs and lakhs of readers. I have no clue how many readers are there, but we have finished 3 editions, 2nd editions. I Am Not I, The 3 Peaks of Happiness, and the Mind is a Rascal. We have finished 3 2nd editions, and I've started the 4th 2nd edition. It's called the A to Z of Karma. So that we will talk to you next Friday. But today we are back into the Q&A session, and I'm happy to answer any question that you have on the subject of today: spiritual awakening, 8 stages, on life, on death, on karma, on happiness, on peace, on problems, on mind, on consciousness, on rebirth, on any of the subject related to this, which is not mythology or just not stories and lies. I'm happy to answer your questions. And we will start with Keshav, if you're coming on the line, and after Keshav, Rajni, the 2 people, and then Kailash. Yes, Keshav is not on the call. So I'll skip Keshav. And Keshav, are you there? Okay, Keshav is there. Yes, Keshav, and then Rajni. Please start. Unmute.
Yeah. Shivam Gurudev.
Shivam, sir.
Guruji, whatever you told, thank you for sharing it. However, it is all theoretical. How to practically move ahead?
It is not theoretical. Are you telling me if I tell you, if I tell you, I'm coming to you. If I tell you chai banane ke liye, if you want to make tea, take a kettle, fill with water, heat the water, add the tea leaves. Is it theory?
But Gurudev, how to practice this?
So you start.
See, I think out of 62, 65 participants out here, everybody has crossed a stage of jigyasu and whatever you told. Now we want how to spiritually awaken ourselves.
So which stage are you? Are you a mumukshu?
I think I'm a jigyasu.
No, mumukshu means you have a deep yearning. Do you love God and liberation more than anything in the world?
Yes, that's why we are here in this call.
Are you sure?
Yes.
See, let me tell you one thing. Many people fail in the first ball only they get out. In cricket, you know, first ball they are bowled. First ball, if you love something or somebody more than you love SIP, more than you love the divine, then you're out. Then spiritual awakening cannot happen. So your love, first step is your love for the divine has to be number 1 priority.
Yes.
Number 2, you're seeking. You should seek more than gold, you must seek God. You must seek. You must ask questions. Your depth of seeking should be very high. Are you doing that?
Yes, I am.
Then number 3, Jnani. Jnani means you should have all the wisdom, all the knowledge needed. Have you got all the knowledge?
No, I don't.
Then why you're saying theory? Therefore, you have started this call. Every day you're learning something. You agree? Every day you're learning something or not?
But Gurudev, with yes, I am learning. But with that, I think it will take many lifetimes to have a complete gyan.
It can be done.
Because with a 30 minutes call every day, I think this lifespan will not be enough to attain the full wisdom.
Can I give you a realistic answer to your point?
Please,
If
Gurudev.
you tell me you can get enlightenment in 1 Zoom call or 10 Zoom calls, you can't. Can you get it in a few days? You can't. Can you get it in a few weeks? You can't. But can you get it in a few months? You can. I am not telling you that you need years and years and years. No. If you are sincere, if you are not a mumukshu, if you are not a jigyasu, I can't help you. I can't help you. There was a person who, like Keshav, there was a person who wanted to become an Indian cricketer. The coach told him every day morning 5 o'clock, you must be in the nets. The person, 10 boys used to come on the nets every day. This boy will come for 2 days, will not come for 2 days. He will come for 2 days, he will not come for 2 days. The other boys became cricketers in Indian cricket team, but this boy did not become. Because one day he'll say, I was watching a movie with my friends on my mother's birthday. We were cutting cake. We went for a movie. Then what happens, Keshav?
Yes, right.
So you follow the 8 steps. Have you captured the 8 stages? You remember, you know the 8 stages?
Yes, yes.
Tell me what are the 8 stages?
I actually have not written it, but I understand, sir. I've listened it very carefully.
नहीं आप बोलो 8 stages.
First
मेमोरी से बोलो. मेमोरी से बोलो.
Actually, I don't remember the exact words जो आपने use किया था, but I understand वो बीच में बुद्धा भी आया था. उसी regarding मेरा एक question और भी है.
नहीं एक मिनट. अगर आपने लिखा नहीं और आपने मेमोराइज नहीं किया, आप कभी एनलाइटन नहीं हो सकते.
जी.
Don't feel bad.
No, I'm not.
I am telling you, I am a very straightforward person.
Yes.
If you are telling me it will take many lifetimes, yes, you are right. If you don't remember, can I ask who has written the 8 points? Who can tell me? Who, please raise your hand. Who has got 8 points? Krishna, can you please tell, unmute Krishna. Bolo Krishna, what are the 8 points, please?
So I have not written, but and
you
sorry,
no, if you remember. If you are not written, I'm okay. You remember it, it's very fine. Tell me from a memory.
First is mumukshu,
yes.
Then jigyasu, then it is jnani, jnani say yogi say you become a Buddha, Buddha say you go into the siddhapragya stage, then jivan mukta, Sachit Ananda, and then moksha.
So good. So what I'm telling all of you, let me tell you one thing. This journey is not easy. This journey is not for all. This journey, and Keshav got a very good point. Keshav said it will take many lifetimes. Even many lifetimes you cannot get. Unless you follow this. And Krishna, today I'm telling you this, Krishna. If I ask you after 6 months, you will not remember. You need to write it down.
Yeah, I have written down in that day. This was the second call, no? I have written in my diary.
Okay. No, as long as you, I'm only saying you need, see, you know what? Writing down has a lot of benefit.
Yes.
Because we can rehearse and we can check and things like that. So, Keshav, I'm only assuring you that if you're committed to this journey, I can promise you, I'm telling you my own story. My Guruji told me on the Buddha Purnima in May of 2012, go and talash. 1 year I was cheating him. In Buddha Purnima in 2013, again I looked at my eyes and he asked me, where have you gone in talash? I put my head down. I was ashamed. I did not do it. But from that day, I gave up everything. I gave up everything, and in a matter of 15 months, I got the enlightenment spark in 15 months. And if I could get it without active help, here you are getting active help on a day-to-day basis. I am telling you, somebody can do it between 3 to 6 months if you are completely committed. but not 99%. I cannot. I want 100% commitment. 99% commitment. 99% commitment, not 3 to 6 months, 3 to 6 years. Straight away it goes from 3 to 6 months to 3 to 6 years. But 100% commitment. 100%. I want. Okay, thank you, Keshav.
One more question,
bolo,
please, if you allow, sir.
Yes, bolo, Keshav.
Like Mumukshu, Jigyasu, Jnani, then Buddha, it comes. And what I have read about Lord Buddha is that after he saw the sorrows which he could not see in his childhood time, and then he suddenly went to dhyana and he attained all the wisdom through dhyan, through meditation. So is that a means to proceed in this journey, or meditation is not a way?
See, I am giving you a simple formula. The formula which I am giving you is my own personal formula. And not only my personal formula, I have been on this from 2013. Means I have spent 10 years of my life on this subject.
Yes.
Now, Keshav, you are talking about something of Buddha, yes, which happened 2000 years back. Right. Are you telling me what happened 2000 years back has not been diluted till today?
Understood.
भूल जाओ, बुद्ध का कहानी तुम भूल जाओ, वो कहानी है, तुम आज में जियो. Be in today. You want enlightenment, you want Satchidanand Atma, you can get it. I am telling you, you can get it.
Just last one question, Gurudev, because others also might be having a lot of questions. I will not take much time. Just one last question, if you allow.
Yes.
When you went for Talasha for 1 year, as your Guruji said, so what exactly thoughts in your mind, and what talash you were doing?
That needs 3 hours to answer. So I will have one session. I will take one session after next week, next Friday.
Just summarize, if you can, just in 2 lines or 3 lines.
When I went in the Talash, I was a mumukshu. I was yearning for the purpose and for God. I was a jigyasu, but that's all I was. I was mumukshu and jigyasu. That's all.
Right.
Then I developed a gyan. You know how many books I bought, Keshav? You want to know? I bought more than 2,000 books. Out of 2,000 books, you know what I did, Keshav? Out of 2,000 books, I threw 1,800 books. After buying 2,000 books, I threw 1,800 books. I picked up 200 books. And I read 200 books. I have read Quran, Bhagavad Gita, I have Upanishad. I have got all the Upanishads. I have got summary of Veda. I have got Bhagavad Gita. I have got Guru Granth Sahib. Every book you tell me, I have got every damn book I have got. Then I took 200 books. From 200 books, I went down to 10 books. My enlightenment came from 10 books. Just 10 books. So don't tell me. And I was doing this practically more than 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. I had nothing else. I was bent upon it. Karke rahunga. I will do it. There was no distraction, no person, no pleasure, no possession, nothing came in my way. I wanted it and I got it. Are you like that?
Actually, Gurudev, this is practically not possible for us because we have to earn livelihood for our family. We have to do job also. We have to go to.
मैं livelihood भी कर रहा था. ऐसा मत समझो मैं
10-12 hours we have to go to job. So
no problem. Let's other than that, you give your time. I am not saying stop working. I am not telling you stop working, but be 100%. Okay, Keshav, now others. Rajni Arora, Bliss, Rajesh Rao, Krishna. Rajni.
Hello.
Yes, bol Rajni.
Good evening, sir. So first of all, please give me your number.
98451.
98451.
55555.
55555. Okay.
My WhatsApp, only WhatsApp. Only WhatsApp. Yeah,
okay. So I want to ask one thing. First of all, I am a mokshu. I am jigyasu. Now, I want someone to show me the way. Please hold my hand. And I want to wake up. I want to wake up. From so many days, I am dying to wake up. Everyone is sleeping, I know, in this world. I want to wake up. How could I wake up?
अभी आप
Please.
आ गए ना, अभी आप यहाँ पे आ गई ना, अभी शुरू हो गया, वेकिंग अप का प्रोसेस शुरू हो गया ना.
You hold
I'm
my
asking.
hand and give me the way.
हाँ, आप आ जाओ, आप give me your hand, दे दो, hand, हाथ दो, please give your
Yeah,
hand, I
please,
will hold
yeah.
it.
Give me.
Give so if how did I give my guru my hand? I used to go to my guru every month, and I used to call him every few days, and I was in touch. You're lucky, I'm telling you, my guru was surrounded by 10,000 people who were not jigyasus and mumukshus. Just guru, guru, dada, 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 dada. That type of people, they were only creating layers of blockages around him. And he could not teach people enlightenment. Because the people will come and tell him, Dada, I bought for you apple. Dada, I bought for you mango. Dada, he was caught by like, so nay, that does not help. That does not help. So I'm telling you, you have to be committed to this journey. Why I gave you 8 steps? I have given you very clear steps, and I can evaluate you on step-to-step basis. जैसे आपने कहा, even Keshav, I caught Keshav at this point. ठीक है, मुमुक्षु है, जिज्ञासु है, लेकिन मुमुक्षु और जिज्ञासु को ज्ञानी बनना है ना. If you are a mumukshu and a jigyasu, I'm saying if you put water in the kettle and put on the stove and you put the tea leaf and milk and chini, chai banegi कि नहीं बनेगी?
बनेगी.
तो ऐसे बनना ही है ना, सवाल ही नहीं है ना बनने का.
जी.
So you don't lose hope. You have to have faith. You have to trust. Many people, I told you, they come on this call, they talk 1 month. Guruji, Guruji. I said, don't call me Guruji, Guruji. I am no Guru, nothing. I said, they come and tell, Guruji, 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 Guruji. Then after 15 days, they disappear. कहाँ गया तुम्हारा Guruji, Guruji? कहाँ गया तुम्हारा? No, this is not going to work like that. अगर हम चाय बनाते हैं, हर 2 मिनट के बाद स्टोव ऑफ करेंगे, फिर स्टोव जलाएंगे, फिर स्टोव ऑफ करेंगे, 1 साल के बाद भी चाय नहीं बनेगी. So I'm here to help you. Okay, Rajni? Next. Bliss. You message me, WhatsApp me, and there are so many people who ask me WhatsApp question every day, every 2 days, every 3 days in this group. I am not available on a call every day. No. But I will answer within 24 hours. Every WhatsApp message within 24 hours. It's a commitment. I will reply. No questions. I will reply.
Okay.
Bliss.
Hi, Shwan.
Hello, Bliss. Tell me.
You can't help me, please, because I am not able to write all the term you have said, because I'm not able to understand.
Should I write in English and send you, or French? What do you want?
I want what you say, and I will.
Okay. First step is yearning. Yearning means passion. Passion for God. First step. Okay. Second, it is called yearning. Y-E-A-R-N. Yearn. In English. You can translate in French later. So those who want an English explanation, I'm telling Bliss, you all can catch up. Many of you are not very good in Hindi. So first step, yearn. Second step, seek. S-E-E-K. Seek. Third step, learn. L-E-A-R-N. Learn. Learn means you must get all the wisdom. Fourth step, be a yogi. Means always be connected. The fifth step is you become Buddha or awakened. You become awake. A-W-A, awake. The sixth step is you become steady intellect. Means your intellect is always there. Many people, they are like a pendulum. One day mind, one day intellect, one day mind, all big, what, chartered accountant, company secretary, PhD, LLB, MPhil, whatever designation, no use. No use. I tell them, throw your degree in the dustbin. So you have to be intellectually stable. You must be in consciousness. Step number 6, always in consciousness. Step number 7, liberated. You must be liberated. Jivan Mukta. Step number 8, you must be a soul in truth, a blissful soul in truth consciousness, a blissful soul in truth consciousness. Please write it down, and I'm giving you time. You ask me if you have a doubt. After 5 minutes, I'll give you time again. Rajesh Rao, please write it down and ask. I know I'm committed to, see, you know, those of you who don't know Bliss, Bliss is following me for last more than 5 years. Even before I became AiR, she says she's following me. So I am here to help. Yes, Rajesh Rao. Shair, bolo Shair.
Sir, sip. The very clarity-based talk today.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा लगा. So, what I personally feel is, there's an old song which says that many people know it. It says, सीने में जलन, आंखों में तूफान सा क्यों है?
अरे वाह.
हर शख्स यहाँ परेशान सा क्यों है?
आंसर पता है? सीने में जलन, आंखों में तूफान, हाँ? हर शख्स यहाँ परेशान क्यों है? हर शख्स यहाँ परेशान है क्योंकि पता है क्यों? मैं शायर तो नहीं, मगर ये हंसी, जब से सोचा मैं हूँ शायर, मुझको खुद कौन हूँ पता नहीं. अरे पहले लोग परेशान हैं. People are troubled because they don't know who am I. Rajesh, you are advanced. You know Rajesh is PhD in spirituality. Do you all know? How many of you know this man is a PhD in spirituality? But the point is, Rajesh, even though we may be PhD in spirituality, and I bow down to you, sir, with namaskar, I bow down to your education. My point is, if I don't know who am I, then what do I know? The problem is this, huh? हर शख्स यहाँ परेशान क्यों है राजेश? Because परेशान कौन है? परेशान कौन है? तन मन अहंकार. अरे मैं आत्मा हूँ, मैं सच्चिदानंद आत्मा हूँ. The moment I become a सच्चिदानंद आत्मा, where is परेशानी? I don't know the meaning of परेशानी. You ask me meaning of परेशान? Don't know, sir. What परेशानी? I don't know, sir. What is problem? I don't know, sir. What is misery? I don't know, sir. You reach that state of consciousness. आगे बोलो.
So that's what I was thinking. कि जो अपने आप को पढ़ सकता है, वो कुछ भी कर सकता है.
जो अपने आप को
पढ़ सकता है,
वो
कुछ भी कर सकता है.
Good.
क्योंकि I feel that the first steps of mokshatvam, that yearning is very important, and the last step of Sachidananda Atma is the result. Rest all is just process. It will keep on coming if the first one is correct.
Of course, the Rajesh, I was asking this lady why you didn't come on the Zoom call yesterday. She said, actually, near my house, one new gold shop opened. That gold shop opened. How can first day, sir, gold shop. I Zoom call, I'm attending every day now. What difference it makes, sir? One day Zoom call, if I don't come, how does it matter? This is the problem, Rajesh.
True.
We are not committed. Mumukshu is what, Rajesh? Mumukshu is the one who is dedicated to the divine. Jigyasu is the one who's seeking the truth. I want the truth. I will have the truth. Done, sir? Shahid, are we on the same page? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Krishna. Bolo, Krishna.
Good evening, sir. It's a continuation of yesterday's question.
Yes.
Actually, टाइम नहीं मिला था. मैंने कीड़ा ना एक एनालॉजी के तौर पे कहा. गीता में कहीं भी कीड़ा तो नहीं लिखा है.
Okay. So I have not read the Gita word to word. तो बोलो. So
actually, the word is kripana, karpanya dosh, but I changed because time was. But my question to you, of course, after you finish off your session, maybe उस time हमको थोड़ा doubts लगता है, but afterwards I write. Then I get more insights and I think about it. And one more thing I want to ask. See, आज आपने केशव जी से बताया ना, if you are not a mumukshu, you have failed in the first step. मुझे भी कभी-कभी लगता है I'm not a mumukshu.
To work on it.
Mumukshu मतलब I have a deep yearning for God, the truth. but not the moksha part. After the Buddha, I don't want.
Hello. Forget about moksha. As long as you have got yearning for truth and for the divine, enough.
Absolutely.
Enough.
So my quest is to know the truth. So again, I repeat, not for happiness. That may happen. But when you say, I said everybody is for eternal happiness, there are little, but of course, everybody becomes in that state of bliss. But that is not your, that is not your that is not your chase.
Krishna,
your chase is the truth.
Krishna, if I am your teacher, and I look at you, I give you a pass mark for Mumukshu because I see a Mumukshu on the call. I can give you all answer tick mark. Whoever wants to ask me, I will give you tick mark because I'm evaluating your answer papers. Every day I'm checking your answer paper. I can tell you whether you are past Jigyasu, Mumukshu, Gyani. I can tell you. Just like a teacher can tell a student. The teacher can tell a student you're good in mathematics or you're bad in science or bad in English. The child will come and say, what teacher, why English bad I am? The teacher says, why English bad you are? I know what you bad English, but your child is asking, why bad English I am? The teacher have to explain to the child. The teacher doesn't have to explain to the child. The teacher is a master. The teacher knows the subject. So your Mumukshu part is tick mark. Your Jigyasu part is tick mark. Your Gyani part is not yet full.
100%.
Your Yogi part, I don't know. So I'm giving you evaluation now. Correct? So you need to work on it. And I'm here as a sincere mentor, as a sincere coach. I am committed. I'll tell you something, Krishna. I have no other job. I have no other job. My job is only one, to help people be enlightened with the truth. I am not here to get followers. I'm not here to get eyeballs. I'm not here to make money. I have only one commitment. That's why I'm committed to this call 100%.
So I get so many questions. Then I think, when will this Shant kab honge? So I think, where is this problem? I get so many questions. It just bubbles up.
Ask, every day ask questions. Now you ask, I will not cut the call till your questions get over. Come on.
Actually, even that Satchit Anand Atma, when you say, kabhi mujhe lagta hai ki why? So we had this conversation. I'm still not convinced in the sense.
You know something, when my Guruji told me about the astral world and the etheric double, and he told me, you're an idiot. So I argued with him. No. I told Guruji, namaskar, my dear Guruji, मैं मानता हूँ, मैं बुद्धू हूँ, मैं पागल हूँ, मैं कचड़ा हूँ, सब मानता हूँ. He said, no. Then he withdrew because he was taking me in a different direction. So I'm telling you, don't hesitate. Every day in this call, there are not enough people who are jigyasus, who are asking questions. You ask. Until I tell you, please keep quiet. Keep on asking. Keep on putting your hand up. Then come back in the next round. Ask one question, come back in the next round. Ask one question, come back in the next round. Okay? Don't stop asking. A jigyasu, who's a true jigyasu? See, Suvina, you've seen Suvina, a new person on the call. Daily puchega. Question puchega. Krishan, he will ask question. Kailash, he will ask question. Lakshmi Kant, he will ask question. Oh, there's some people who ask question every day. Are you telling me other people don't have questions?
We are learning from others' questions also.
Of course. Very good. But what about your question? If you don't have question, means you have not seeked enough. You must have questions. And you must have questions till you reach Satchidanand Atma. Then your questions are over.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Krishna. Next, Krishan. Krishan, sir. After Krishan, Kailash, Lakshmi Kant. I don't see Suvina is there. Okay, Suvina also. Then Suvina. Yes, Krishan.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, sir.
I understand one thing that in spiritual awakening, 8 stages are the process. We have to follow those steps, clear one step to another step to third step. According to me, I am in third step. I have to earn wisdom to understand the things properly. But I know that when the mind come in picture, mind slip me in backstage.
Beautiful, of course. And you are not in third step, let me tell you. You are also you're also moving on the fourth step and fifth step, little. First step, your cross. Second step, your cross. Third, and I'll explain to you that. It's not you have to finish the third step and go to fourth step. It's not like that. You can be moving in all the steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5. Fifth step is a light comes on. So the mind, shaitan, mind can kill you. Let me tell you what happened. Today morning, I was supposed to go to take my bag to go to airport. From 4th floor, I'm supposed to go to 3rd floor to take my bag and then go to 2nd, 0 and -1. I went in the lift, my mind, shaitan pressed -1. From the top floor, I went -1, bag nahi liya. Aaj, my mind is so busy, mera mobile phone chhod diya, main airport mein gaya, mobile phone nahi liya main. What it shows? Mind is shaitan. Mind is shaitan.
How can we stop this mind? How can we steal this mind and kill this mind?
वो तो daily सीखते हैं ना. Daily, every day we are trying that.
And it means generate more and more wisdom, more and more be a yogi.
See, let me tell you. Every time you keep on moving on this path, you will keep on going up and up and up and up and up. It is like climbing Mount Everest. You keep on climbing the summit. Finally, when you reach the top, then the land to बहुत दूर हो गया ना. आपको you've climbed the peak. Keep on climbing step by step. Don't see the problem is there are many people. Your friend will come and tell you, "क्या Krishan, तुम इतना boring है यार, चलो यार मॉल चलेंगे, नया movie आया है." Then suppose you say आज Zoom call को गोली मारो, ये है ना.
चेतना जागी तो अवेयरनेस रहती, कॉन्शियसनेस में रहते तो
how many of my family members call me, you know that? How many of my family members come and tell, चलो यार एक दिन चलो ना, आज पार्टी है. अरे मैं नहीं चलता हूँ, आप आ जाओ ना आज एक दिन. नहीं मैं नहीं, डिनर के लिए चाय नहीं. See, because when you are in the path, this is a very consuming path. I'm not saying you should not enjoy life or you should not eat or drink or meet people, but don't lose your yoga. Don't lose your quest. Don't lose the journey. This is the most important thing. Other things are not important.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Krishan. Kailash.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
The 8 steps I remember now. Mumukshu, Jigyasu, Jnani, Yogi, and Buddha, Sthit Pragya, Jivan Mukta, Sachidanand Atma, and Moksha.
Moksha later. Very good. This, see, when you are able to say the 8 steps means you are Jigyasu Pakka.
First is,
very good.
I want the Mumukshu means to know about the God.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
That and follow the path for seeking.
Correct.
That is the second step. And
Correct.
Third is Jnani, for getting knowledge from the different spiritual
Correct.
groups, or we are discussing on daily basis.
Yes.
And fourth, if we discuss, that is yogi means that now I have the knowledge, but that's continuous, to be in the mind or in the consciousness.
Correct. Always be connected with always be in yoga.
And Buddha means everything is good in the world.
No. Don't try to give the explanation what this is. See, let me tell you one thing. You have to evolve. Let me ask you one simple question. Look at the mirror, how much you have changed. Can you see how much you have changed in last 1 to 1 since you have come on this call?
I will tell you that if we talk about to all group members, that I was on the psychiatric medicine before 2 months, 3-4 months, okay? But when I joined this group, I stopped all medicines from, if we talk about
you are looking so healthy, man. You are looking fit. आपका चेहरा देख के मुझे खुशी होता है कि आप कितना strong दिख रहे हैं अभी.
From 1 month, the thought that's given by the SIP, that is still in mind, the past thought not going, but there is no problem. It will be also go out because it's given by the SIP and my karmas, okay? Yeah. That's not going out, but I have now confidence that I will be okay. This will be always will be do better for me, and I will connect with the.
So you are in the right direction. ये जो 8 step है, फिर भी कल आप question पूछना, फिर परसों के question पूछना. Keep on learning every day, little by little by little, how to go forward. ठीक है?
Yes,
Today
sir.
we have only 5 minutes more. So thank you quickly, Kailash. Lakshmikant ji. Lakshmikant, are you there?
Sure, sir.
बोलो सर.
हाँ सर, मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि क्या हम जीवित रहते हुए मोक्ष की जो स्थिति है वो प्राप्त कर सकते हैं?
बिल्कुल. उसी को तो कहते हैं, उसी को तो कहते हैं जीवन मुक्ता.
यस यस.
जीवन मुक्ता वो है, जीवन
हाँ, डिटैच होना, पूरी तरह से डिटैच हो जाना.
नहीं, जो मुक्त है. डिटैच होना इतना इजी, डिटैच कोई भी हो सकता है. हाँ. बट जो संसार से मुक्त है, हाँ, वो जीवन मुक्त है.
किसी भी चीज की अपेक्षा नहीं रखना.
देखिए, जीवन मुक्ता वो है जो सच्चिदानंद आत्मा में रहे. मतलब वो उसको कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. लक्ष्मीकांत, क्यों कुछ फर्क? लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू क्यों फर्क नहीं पड़ता है.
यस यस.
सच बात क्या है? ना कुछ लेके आए, ना कुछ लेके जाएंगे.
लेके जाना है, करेक्ट.
ना किसी के साथ आए, ना किसी के साथ जाएंगे.
बरोबर है.
फिर भी हम लोगों से अटैच क्यों है? हाँ, क्यों? आप बताइए, क्यों है अटैच?
वो फिजिकल रिलेशन की वजह से.
अरे हम बेवकूफ हैं यार.
तो ज्ञान मिलने के बाद तो बेवकूफ नहीं रहेंगे ना. जो
आदमी ये नहीं जानता है कि मेरा 1 रुपया भी मेरा नहीं है, वो बेवकूफ है. हाँ. जो आदमी दूसरे लोगों से अटैच्ड है, वो बेवकूफ के अलावा क्या है? बिल्कुल बेवकूफ है ना.
यस यस, राइट.
तो यही स्थिति है जीवन मुक्ता का. वो मुक्त है. यू अंडरस्टूड?
यस यस, अंडरस्टैंड. थैंक यू सर.
हमें मरने के बाद मोक्ष नहीं मिलना है. हमने जीते जी जीवन मुक्ति तभी मोक्ष मिलेगा. नहीं तो मोक्ष कभी नहीं मिलेगा.
कभी नहीं मिलेगा. करेक्ट. ये गुरुजी ने भी बताया था मुझे.
वेरी गुड.
गुरुदेव ने भी यही बोला था.
वेरी गुड.
उनको भी साधना करके उनको जो स्थिति प्राप्त हो गई मोक्ष की. हाँ. तो उन्होंने भी यही से हमको सिखाया है कि भाई तुम्हें मोक्ष मरने के बाद कभी नहीं मिलता है.
हाँ, इसको मोक्ष नहीं बोलते. मोक्ष तो मरने के बाद ही मिलेगा, लेकिन वो मोक्ष की स्थिति है. जीवन मुक्ति चाहिए.
एब्सोल्युटली.
थैंक यू. सुविनय.
गुरुजी प्रणाम.
प्रणाम सर.
Guruji, in my pursuit of self-realization, what I have noticed is that I have lost my old self.
Very good.
In the process of transformation, what I wanted to achieve, I am not evolved yet. So I am stuck in between. So my position is that the milk is churning, but it has not become butter yet. So it is still in the churning process. So my question is that, Guruji, when we are in a state of self-realization, when we are seeking the truth, so there are a lot of obstacles we face. The challenges are most from our inner self, most from our past memories and experiences. So what happens is it pulls you down. So how to overcome that?
But why are you going to past? I'm telling you, suppose what happened yesterday, it's over now. But you are going back to yesterday. Yesterday is making you unhappy. Yesterday is making you miserable. But you are choosing to go to yesterday. Can you change yesterday?
No.
Can you change your...
I think I'm not able to explain you what my words are not matching with my emotions.
What you're saying is there are certain memories, there are certain learnings, there's everything in your past life. You're not able to get out of. You're not able to get out of that. Correct?
Completely. Not to get out of.
Okay, I'll give you a different analogy. मैं अभी कॉफी पिया, तो कॉफी के बाद मुझे पानी पीना है. मैं ग्लास क्लीन नहीं किया, वही कॉफी के कप में नहीं पानी डाला, तो क्या होगा? तो पहले तो उसको अनलर्न करो ना, क्लीन इट ना, पहले क्लीन द कप ना.
Okay, Guruji.
Why are you so? See, and you're not the only one having this problem. There are many people in this who have been. Rajni tells me from 15 years I've learned different things. मुझे पता है कि 4 घंटा डेली मेडिटेशन में बैठ जब करो, 4 घंटा कुछ मत करो. Now if you want to do that also and you want to do this also, how will you follow two recipes for making one dish? You want to make one dish and you're doing 2 recipes. Can it work?
Okay, Guru.
When you want to follow a path, follow the same path. Don't keep on changing your direction and don't keep on going left and right and left and right and left and right. You will not get anywhere. Okay. And of course, tomorrow we can again speak. Today, there are many people on the call. Vanita. Yes, Vanita. Vanita, unmute, please.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
unmute. Yes.
Bolo, Vanita. Tell me.
You said that you are an enlightened person, Guruji, but you said you forgot to take the bag. What does that mean? When an enlightened person, they are so alert, they are aware of everything, the ears and eyes are
Let
always...
me tell you, this is a complete lie that an enlightened person is perfect. That's a complete lie. No enlightened person will tell you that after you become enlightened, you are not God. You're not SIP yet. We are all SIP. See, this is the problem. And I explained to you all my shortcomings because I want you all to learn. I was not in a state of consciousness. I was in mind state. And because of his mind state, I made 2 mistakes today. Today, not yesterday. I'm talking about today. I made 2 mistakes today.
Okay.
Not 2. Sometimes we make 200 mistakes. So, Vanita, every day we have to become better and better and better. Every day our consciousness has to improve and improve. And even a Satchidanand Atma is still attacked by thought, still attacked by ego. Don't think that thought and ego will run. Oh, Vanita, you are now Jivan Mukta, my dear Vanita. I will not come and you. No. They will come and trouble you even after you reach the state of Jivan Mukta. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sukeshni. We do not have much time. I'm sorry. Whatever I can answer, probably the last question. Rest we'll have to take up tomorrow. Sukeshni, yes, please.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. I just wanted to know about this. Do you have any practice to be done daily apart from attending your class? Is there any affirmation or something I should write or something?
Yes, absolutely. First is you have to attend this class.
Yes.
And second is you have to follow whatever we tell in this class.
Yes, that's
all. Nothing more to be done.
Thank you.
So if you do these 2 things, if you attend this class and you follow what I tell in this class, and if you are not able to become a Buddha, I will jump from the 50th floor of whichever building you tell me.
No.
If you, I am not promising you Sthit Pragya, Jivan Mukta and Satchidananda, I'm not promising you. But if you attend this class and you follow this, you attend Zoom and you come and follow what is told in Zoom, you will definitely go from Jigyasu, from Mumukshu to Jigyasu, to Jnani, to Yogi, to Buddha. Pakka you will go. But after Buddha is not in my hand.
Correct.
Then it is yourself, completely your effort. Completely your effort. Okay. Till Buddha, I can help you.
Okay, sir.
But beyond Buddha, I cannot help you.
Correct. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. My administrator is telling me that she will shoot me if I continue speaking anymore. So there will be no call tomorrow. So I better close. I will close the call with folded hands and see you tomorrow at 8. Thank you.